At the very least, ordinary residents should have a say in how public funds are used and how their neighbourhoods change and evolve. And I call on all levels of government to, at the very least, do that and give the people of Brisbane a say.
Orderly, please lock the bars, and Clerk, please read the results.
Mr Chair, the noes have it, the voting being 2 in favour and 22 against.
The motion is lost.
The motion I brought to the council chamber today said that Brisbane City Council does not support the Queensland Government's proposal to demolish the Gabba Stadium and rebuild it as an athletic stadium at a cost of at least $1 billion. Now, I'm obviously not naive enough to think that the Labor and Liberal parties were going to support that motion here today, but I think it was a constructive process because at the very least it gets us on the record and helps us understand exactly where the major parties stand on this. I also thought it was a constructive process because at least I was hearing from some of the LNP and Labor councillors an acknowledgement that there are serious concerns and unanswered questions about the Gabba Stadium proposal. So maybe we're making progress on that on some level. But the fundamental point here is that we should not be spending billions and billions of dollars demolishing and rebuilding stadiums at a time when so many people are sleeping on the street, at a time when so many people are just struggling to get by. We should not, as a society, be shutting down or forcing out primary schools just to make way for bigger stadiums. We should not be cutting down 100-year-old trees just for a short-term mega event. We need to imagine a different way forward for our city. And I must say I'm very disappointed that this council administration is not standing up on this issue. I'm extremely critical of the state and federal governments, and I hope that in time we'll see this decision re-examined. We're already seeing promising noises that public servants are starting to recognise what a mistake this is, and I'm at least optimistic that it's not too late to turn this around. So my message to the residents of Brisbane is that if you're concerned about this, now is the time to make your voices heard. If you do not want the Gabba Stadium demolished, if you do not want to see billions and billions of dollars wasted on this stupid project, get active. Start putting pressure on your city councillors, start putting pressure on your state MPs and federal MPs, because this proposal is bonkers. It needs to be taken back to the drawing board, and we need meaningful consultation, because decisions like this should not be made without the people themselves having a say. Whatever you think about the need to refurbish the Gabba, or whatever you think about the Olympics, at the very least, ordinary residents should have a say in how public funds are used and how their neighbourhoods change and evolve. And I call on all levels of government to, at the very least, do that and give the people of Brisbane a say.
Councillors, I will now put the motion. Those in favour say aye.
Aye.
To the contrary, no.
No.
The noes have it.
Division.